there?
Yep.
Comfortable? Make sure you're set. Okay, we got a few guys here to ask you some questions. We'll kick things off. First up is Ben Hall. Ben?
Hey, Haskell. How you doing? I was all year, especially later in the year, we've really seen how talented this defensive line is. How was practicing against a talented front every day helped you guys progress throughout the season?
It's a great opportunity, and it's a great look to go against the best. Iron sharpens iron, and going against guys like Wyatt Davis and Josh Myers, Harry Miller, and those guys, and our tackles there, Mumford and Nick Petit. These guys get us ready for games and to play in big time moments.
Next up will be Tony Gerdeman. Tony?
Haskell, Kerry Combs said one of the things he's loved about this season is just how resilient you guys are. What's that been like as one of the team's leaders to know, the guy next to you may not be there each week and, somebody might be coming back. How do you maintain, the leadership ability that you've been known for?
Every week, me and Coop, as long as me and Coop are okay and we keep the spirits high in the defense and in our unit, that's all that matters, really. We know if we're okay, the rest of the guys are okay, and they feed off of us. We be the Energizer bunnies for not only the defense, but for the guys in the room. Whether a guy goes down due to injury or COVID, next guy's up, and we're coaching those guys, those young guys. And so it's not about replacing, it's about reloading.
Next is Austin Ward. Austin?
Haskell, how far have you seen Teron Vincent come over these last 6-7 games? I know it took a little while for him to get on the field, injuries and stuff over the last couple of years, but what's he giving you guys now?
Teron's giving us his all. Everything that he was in high school, he's better now. I don't think anybody's really realized that Teron came off an injury and started playing right away. He had, a major surgery in the summertime, and then literally had a little time to get ready and rehab and got ready for it. And so Teron's doing an outstanding job in my opinion at that position.
Next we'll hear from Nathan Baird. Nathan?
Haskell, you guys are coming off of another good performance against the run, and you really kind of bottled up Travis Etienne pretty well. How is the Najee Harris challenge similar? How is it different as far as trying to stop him?
No, he's great. Najee's a great running back. He was great. I remember seeing him in high school. We were at the opening. Great dynamic running back. Very powerful, big running back, great speed. So, again, we have a challenge ahead of us. When you get into this, this March Madness, your talent's going to equate. And so it's just how well you're going to execute, like Coach Day says, and, be able to execute the game plan. And so we have a great challenge ahead of us, and he's a great running back, and he brings a lot of different versatile dynamic to their offense.
Next up is Patrick Murphy. Pat?
Haskell, this offensive line just won the Joe Moore Award for the best offensive line in the country. And you may disagree. For your guys' line, it sounded like Pete did. But the challenge of going against an offensive line that is that good, is that something that excites you guys as a defensive line, gets you going? Not to take away anything from other guys, but just to play against what is considered the top offensive line in the country, does that get you a little more animated for this game?
We got to play our best. This offensive line that we're playing, they're the best. And so that just makes me more excited. You want to play the best. And they're a great offensive line, very athletic, very fast, very big O-line. And, I'm more than excited. I don't think there's anything to motivate yourself that you need to be motivated to play a great, offense and offensive line.
Next will be Dan Hope. Dan?
Hey, Haskell, just with the line of scrimmage in this game, obviously that was such a big key for you guys in beating Clemson in the semifinals. How big do you think that is once again here to have a chance to beat Alabama?
It'll be one in the trenches, no doubt. Games like this will be one up front. If you can't move offensive and defensive lines, then you have no chance at winning, in my opinion. We're offensive linemen and defensive linemen are unsung heroes. So, we might not get the glamorous, the flash, but it's one up front. And, the better front is going to win this game.
Next was David Jones. David?
Haskell, could you speak to the communication skills and the ability to teach and what makes Larry Johnson unique that way?
What do you mean by?
Well, there's coaches and coaches. What makes Larry Johnson a good teacher? I'm assuming he's a good teacher and good at teaching technique, especially communicating.
I'd say each year is something different. He puts his flavor on, that D line he has that year and what he wants to get done. The way that he teaches is very clear. It's very straightforward. He doesn't, do all the rah. He touches your soul.
What do you mean by that?
He touches your soul as in when you give, it's to the point where I trust him in anything and I believe in it. Once you believe in him and everything that he is telling you and teaching you, it'll make your game excel. And I think that is a true testament to who he is. And when he gives you his word and you trust in it, the sky's the limit.
Thank you.
Well, next is Kurt Burmester. Kurt?
Haskell, knowing what you went through before you even got into a game this year and what you had to come back from, does you and the Buckeyes making it this far make it even sweeter as a result for you personally this year?
Yeah, not only has the team faced adversity, but I myself, every guy has faced different adversities and has a different path within themselves and us as a team. And it's everybody's sacrifice and willingness to go through trials and tribulations this season alone will make it all worth it.
All right. Bill Rabinowitz. Bill?
Haskell. I want to ask you about Tyreek Smith. He's always been a guy who's flashed and shown that ability, but it seems like the last late in the season, he's really become more consistent and dominant force. What have you seen in him and his development?
I think we've become more tied in as a D line. The ends are they do their thing and they have their own checkdowns, but I feel like just overall, usually me and Tommy are on the same page, and now the ends have become more tied in with the inside guys. Whereas there used to be kind of a disconnect because they have their own reads, but now there's almost every guy knows every position, even the inside guys. So the connection there has allowed us and allowed him to play faster. His knowledge of the game has enhanced, and he knows when he has one-on-ones, when he doesn't, and what is behind him and where his help is. So I feel that with more games go on, he's becoming more dominant, and it's a true testament of how he's playing.
Great. Thanks a lot for your time today, Haskell. Appreciate it. Look forward to